They don't wanna see me rise, no. They just wanna see me fall. When I've been giving my all, I'm just gonna do it my way.
Hey everybody, we're bringing you a video here to show you how to get the most out of your Firestick. And now this is using the latest build that's out for the Firesticks released by Amazon. I just updated this stick probably about a couple hours ago in order to see to it, we can show the latest menus and all for you. What we're going to be doing is going in and adjusting some of the settings in order to see to it that there's minimal downloads going on in the background and minimal notifications, things like that, to help increase the performance of that Firestick for you. This is going to be a setup, for those who use it for Kodi, in order to see to it that Kodi runs as smooth as possible on the Firestick as well. So the first thing we're going to do here is on your Firestick, we're going to go to the settings menu. We're going to go to applications. Now in here we're going to change just a few settings. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn collect app data usage off. We don't want that gathering information and reporting it back to Amazon based on your data usage. It doesn't tell them what you're doing. It's more of a way for them to follow trends and see, if there's changes they can make to increase performance of their Firesticks, or what ads they may want to push out to them to get people to buy certain applications, things like that. So we're going to turn that off. You'll notice there's a couple of other options in here like Prime Photos and all. There's really not much you can do on these, but we definitely want to turn guest connections off, and we're going to disable accessing the Prime Photos. All right, we'll hit back on the remote. All right, next we'll go into the App Store. We want to make sure that automatic updates is turned off. That way it's not trying to download applications available through the Amazon store automatically in the background. All right, next thing we want to turn off is going to be in-app purchases. You're using this for Kodi, so you don't need that turned on. All right, next thing we want to turn off is notifications. That way it doesn't come up when applications are installed, things like that. All right, next one we want to go down to is Game Circle. And we want to make sure that any options you see on in here are disabled. All right, now for the manage installed applications, there's not a whole lot we need to do in there. You can uninstall things you may not want on there if they're on there, such as Netflix and other applications like that. But if you're not sure what an application is, just leave it alone. It should be fine. All right, we're going to hit back here. Now we're going to go over to preferences. All right, and we want to go into data monitoring, and we want to make sure this is turned off. It is turned on by default, so we'll turn that off. That's less monitoring, less work that the Firestick has to do, less things that it has to upload and download, so that's definitely an improvement. Same with notification settings. We want to make sure that do not interrupt is turned on, which is off by default, so we'll turn that on. We don't need to go into app notifications, because with that turned on, it doesn't matter if an application is set to notify or not. Alright, now as far as featured content, we want to make sure that allow autoplay is turned off for both of these. Normally that is on by default. Alright, and you can go ahead and set up your location to your zip code. Same with the time zone. Then the next thing we want to do is the advertising ID. We want to make sure, which this is normally turned on, that it is turned off instead. All right, that's really all that we need to do. You also want to make sure you're running the latest version of the Firestick OS, which you can go into device, click on about, and go down here and check for system update. That'll let you know that you are running the most recent one. Alright, now about the only other thing you can do would be to maybe clean up your app menu under home. So if we go to home up here and we go down to your apps and games, you can go to these. If you notice, some of these are in the cloud, some of them are installed, and some of these you can completely remove from here. Even if you haven't downloaded them, if you don't want to see them, you can right click on them, which is a little button on the remote with the 3 lines on it there on the right side of the remote, and you can use that to remove them from the cloud. If you notice here in the lower right hand corner, there's the options. So we'll go ahead and choose remove from cloud. Yes, and then it's going to remove that for us. Alright, so we're back here at the home menu, and if you notice under your apps and games, that is no longer showing up. Alright, and the nice thing is you can move, if you do have apps you use like Hulu or Sling or Netflix, you can right click on them and even select move. By doing that, it lets you move them up the chain where they show up. You select it there. After you get it where you want it, you hit back, and then you're going to end up seeing it on the home menu where you wanted it. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully that gives you a few tips that you can use to increase the speed on your Firestick, or at least get a little bit better background performance out of it to help you with Kodi and with all of your streaming. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a comment down below, click like in the corner, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.